Okay, I think we'll get started. I want to begin by saying good morning, Kalimera. I'm John Froehlich, an associate professor in computer science at the University of Washington. On behalf of our ASSETS leadership and our entire organizing committee, it is my pleasure to welcome you to ASSETS in Greece. I want to take you back to 2019. This is the last time ASSETS was physically present and together. I'm showing a picture of General Chair Jeff Bigham at the opening ceremony in the beautiful Omni William Penn Hotel conference room. And of course, this is the last time we were all in the same place, interacting together, discussing papers, posters over coffee and tea, eating together and having fun. I'm showing pictures of the ASSETS 2019 award ceremony with Kathleen McCoy, Sean Kane, Jeff Bigham on stage, and images from the 2019 Doctoral Consortium poster sessions and talk session. Please, if you're coming in now, please do take a seat. There's plenty of room. Welcome, welcome. Because we are now back together again after 3 years. And here we are exploring this beautiful historic city of Athens, the birthplace of democracy, the site of beautiful antiquities, eating food, heroes, souvlaki, olives, dolmas, fresh tomatoes, and more. And perhaps most importantly, exchanging ideas. Yesterday, our conference kicked off officially in Athens with the first ever hybrid doctoral consortium led by Kata Spiel and Equatia Martin Hammond. But conferences are fundamentally about people, about all of us in this room and beyond, talking, learning, and growing together. I thought I would share these pictures of the ASSETS leadership team and the local chairs convening, discussing, talking, making new connections. And I can't wait for you to meet one another and exchange ideas and form new collaborations. I'm very excited to announce that our official numbers for ASSETS 2022 is 302 participants. This includes 161 in-person registrations and 141 virtual registrations across 37 countries, including every continent except for Antarctica, perhaps future years. We also had our very first workshop track, where we had 151 participants. I think this is absolutely extraordinary, so let us clap for these people. To help welcome you to Greece and to ASSETS, I've asked one of our local chairs, Professor Georgios Kouroupetroglou from the University of Athens, to join me on the stage. Georgios is a leader in accessibility in Greece and the president of the Association for the Advancement of Assistive Technology in Europe. Georgios?
Thank you, John. Kalimera. Καλώς ήρθατε στην Αθήνα. Good morning and welcome in Athens for the 24th ASSETS conference. In our country, the last 2 decades, we have achieved significant progress in the domains of digital accessibility and computer-based assistive technology in all sectors, including research, but especially in the domain of education, from the primary school up to all the universities. Thus, it is extremely important to us to host in Athens this conference as the top one in these areas. As the president of the Association for the Advancement of Assistive Technologies in Europe, I am to strengthen our relations with other sister organizations worldwide. I'm looking forward to succeeding with such a collaboration with ACM SIG Access. I take this opportunity to invite you to the open call we have for our next, the 17th International Scientific Conference of AAATE, which will be held in Paris, in France, next August, at the end of August. And the call for scientific papers is open up to the 5th of March next year. The theme of our conference is assistive technology, shaping a sustainable and inclusive world. Finally, I would like to congratulate the General Chair, John Froehlich, and all the members of the organizing committee of this conference, but also all the student volunteers for their tremendous effort they have made during the past months and days in order to have ASSETS'22 a reality. I wish all of you to enjoy these 3 days, the wonderful and the rich program of our conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Georgios. And we do have a wonderfully exciting program. I encourage you to spend some time on our website, the ASSETS'22 website, to get an overview of our schedule. And I'm excited to announce for the first time in our conference history, we've collaborated with SIG-Chi, who produces an app for schedules, conference schedules, that works well on mobile as well as laptops and is screen reader accessible. We are honored to have a number of distinguished guests at ASSETS'22. We've just heard from Georgios, and we will soon have our opening keynote, Haben Girma. Tuesday, we have ACM President Yannis Ioannidis and SIG Access Outstanding Contribution Awardee Clayton Lewis. Tonight, from 7 to 9 p.m., just outside, we'll have an evening reception with food and demos. On Tuesday evening, we're going to go to the Acropolis Museum and Cafe, which is just at the base of the Acropolis, where we will have private tours of the museum and dinner. We encourage you to arrive promptly, as private tours begin at 8 p.m. And after the tours, we'll eat at the Acropolis Cafe. If you would like to go to the museum with a group, we will have one scheduled to depart from here at 7:15, and we'll coordinate over Discord. To talk more about our technical program, I'd like to invite Technical Program Chair Kristen Shinohara to the podium.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kristen Shinohara from the Rochester Institute of Technology. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you to ASSETS'22. We have a wonderful program put together this year, a culmination of effort from all the authors and presenters, the reviewers, and the organizing committee. Unfortunately, our technical program co-chair, Stephanie Ludi, was unfortunately unable to make it, but I do want to share a video straight from her.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to ASSETS'22. My name is Stephanie Ludi, and it has been a pleasure working with Kristen Shinohara as the technical program co-chair, as well as the rest of the ASSETS'22 team. This conference has a special significance since for many attendees, this is the first in-person conference in about 2.5 years. With diversity of accessibility represented in ASSETS'22, I hope that you have a wonderful experience here in the next few days while making new friends as well as catching up with acquaintances. Thank you.
Okay. This year in the conference program, we had 132 full paper submissions with 35 acceptances, for an acceptance rate of 26.5%. The conference consists of a broad range of diverse content, from AR and VR to composition and music to tactile and haptics. This year's conference also boasts a number of other tracks, including papers from 7 experience reports, 6 T-Access journal papers, 39 posters and demos, a doctoral consortium with 17 participants, and for the first time ever, 5 workshops. You'll notice we begin with experience reports and we end with the T-Access journal papers to begin each session, to set this tone, and then to wrap it up accordingly. We're happy to once again have a Best Artifact Award. Please do vote for your choice of Best Artifact through the link that's available on the conference webpage. This year, we have 8 Best Paper nominees. The choice for Best Papers were selected by a committee of 5 members, led by Professor Anthony Hornoff from the University of Oregon. I would like to announce the 8 Best Paper nominees. Please hold your applause until I finish reading all the titles. The nominees are Quantifying Touch, New Metrics for Characterizing What Happens During a Touch; Accessible Blockly, an accessible block-based programming library for people with visual impairments; Lamppost, design and evaluation of an AI-assisted email writing prototype for adults with dyslexia; a collaborative approach to support medication management in older adults with mild cognitive impairment using conversational assistants; blind users accessing their training images in teachable object recognizers; AAC with automated vocabulary from photographs, insights from school and speech-language therapy settings; chronically underaddressed, considerations for HCI accessibility practice with chronically ill people; and support in the moment, benefits and use of video span selection and search for sign language video comprehension among ASL signers. Congratulations to all of the Best Paper nominees.
So I told you that we have over 300 participants this year, split between in-person and virtual. And so we've thought a lot about how to bring us together and how to cross the bridge between the two worlds. And I'm going to share how we're going to do that this week, primarily through a text-based chatting platform called Discord, which is very similar to Slack if you've used it. We have the Discord link on the landing page for our conference website. If you go to the conference website, there is a Join Us on Discord link that you can click if you haven't already. And the interface, again, is very similar to Slack and organized in channels. We've also organized it based on themes and day. So for example, this is Monday, and every part of the session throughout the day has its own individual channel. So we have opening plenary, Haben Girma's keynote talk, and so on and so forth. If you select a session, a talk session, you can see all pre-recorded caption videos. And here we ask for you to ask questions and engage with the community, both the people who are actually at the conference as well as those that can't attend and are here virtually. Every paper, poster, demo has a caption video posted to Discord that you can view. We also have a set of fun, helpful channels like Athens to share your Athens travel tips and tourism pictures, a help desk to get help, a fun one called Introduce Yourself, and a number of you have already done this. So we encourage you to begin introducing yourself on this channel. And another fun one called Selfies, where you can post your selfies or selfies with others. I'm showing an example selfie with Assets Registration Chair and Treasurer Martez Mott. So we encourage social selfies. We also have lots of virtual content displayed on the HDTVs out in the hallway. So we're looping through all of the pre-recorded captioned videos, and you can look at those, and again, you can go back on Discord and ask questions about them. And you could look at the program schedule and see anything that's marked as crossover. These crossover events allow us to, again, go on Discord and engage in discussion with folks. It's just a time for you to spend time with those that, again, couldn't travel to Athens. And we do have 2 specific virtual events. These are the only 2 virtual synchronous events, but they're occurring in midnight or late at night in Athens time. So they're set for other time zones. I want to thank the hybrid and virtual chairs, Christian Vogler, Emma McDonald, Lauriane Sebon, and Kelly Mack for all their efforts in working on this. And to help get a taste of what we're looking for and to encourage some interaction on Discord, we're going to have a little activity. So pull out your devices, could be mobiles or laptops. And this is the kind of thing you might do during a session. You might have a question, you could ask it on Discord, or you could respond to others. So I'm proud to announce that Assets 2022 has its very first ever hybrid Assets Bingo, which is a bit like a social treasure hunt in bingo form. For example, if we zoom in on this first square in the middle there, it says introduce yourself on the Introduce Yourself Discord channel. And here is a screenshot of the Discord Introduce Yourself channel. You'll see that it's quite busy already. A lot of you have been doing this, and thus you get that center square for free. And again, you can find the Discord link on our landing page. And we've linked Discord pretty much on every program part of the website as well. So to get started with this activity, we suggest looking at 3 specific bingo cells. The first is introduce yourself on the Introduce Yourself channel, aptly named. The second is take a selfie with someone at the conference and post it to the Selfie Discord channel. So you could pull out your device and do that now. Even if you don't have a chance to post the picture during this activity, you could still take the picture. And the third one is find someone who is attending Assets in person for the first time. What is their name and affiliation? So I'm going to set my alarm to keep us on track, and you can go towards finishing one or more of these bingo cells. We will also have SVs and others walk around if you need help with Discord. So if you need help with Discord, just raise your hand. What's that? It's too late. Yeah, it's on the bingo. The channel must have gotten reset. We have about 40 seconds left, and we have a bingo channel on Discord. And I believe Emma McDonald has now posted the link to the bingo card for those who are very ambitious and really trying to cross off lots of different cells. So we'll give you 30 more seconds. Okay, I think we can move forward. Again, if you didn't have a chance to actually post something to Discord, that's okay, because Discord's not going anywhere and you have time. I don't want to brag, but this is my bingo card, and I already have 3 cells filled out, which includes a selfie with Martez, which I previously showed. And I've introduced myself on the Introduce Myself channel. And I've also met new people here. So you see how easy that is? It'll be very fun. Now, what to do if you win? Well, if you get 1 row or column filled out, you can submit your bingo card on the bingo channel to enter into a raffle for one of these amazing Assets t-shirts. Which, yeah, they are very, very nice. Designed by Liang He, who is part of our website and graphic design team. So finally, I want to close with 2 different things. First, what does it take to pull off the first ever hybrid conference at Assets? And really the answer is people. And that's the theme for this week. It's an absolutely stunning amount of work from so many of you. I'm incredibly grateful for the support of the community. First, we had 49 organizing committee members from 15 countries. Many of whom went above and beyond, planning not just in-person events, but virtual components as well, including captioning all of those videos, making sure they're properly linked on Discord. We also had 73 program committee members, 50 student volunteers, 10 in person and 40 virtual. We also started meeting with SIG Access Steering Committee 2 years ago. So this spans 2 generations of steering committees. In total, as last checked this morning, that's 11,869 Slack messages on our Slack channel, 541 commits to our website GitHub. This is my personal inbox, 2,362 Assets 2022 related emails, And also, I'm thankful for our 17 sponsors. This is a record-breaking amount. It takes a lot of work and actually money to run a hybrid conference, so I'm grateful for our champion sponsors, gold, silver, bronze. Let's first start by applauding Fable, our champion sponsor. And Google, another champion sponsor. And gold sponsors Adobe, Amazon, Apple, the University of Washington Center for Research and Education on Accessible Technology and Experiences, Meta, and Microsoft. And just like everything else, sponsors have their own channels on Discord, so you can go and chat with them if you're looking for a job or just want to talk about what it's like to do industry research or practitioner-oriented UX research and accessibility. We also thank our silver sponsors, the National Institute on Disability, Independent Living, and Rehabilitation Research, Twitter, and Volkswagen. And our bronze level sponsors. We also thank our other sponsors, the NSF for the Doctoral Consortium, and IRA, which is providing a geofence free service around Athens. So if you'd like to use that platform, you can ask us about it on Discord. Finally, some concluding words. It's important that we express our code of conduct, which I think is particularly important for our community, which values inclusivity and accessibility. Exercise consideration and respect in your speech and actions. Refrain from demeaning, discriminatory, or harassing behavior in speech. Be mindful of your surroundings and your fellow participants. Value all of us. Alert ASSETS'22-leadership at acm.org if you notice a dangerous situation or anything alarming. We also have a COVID safety protocol. Masks are required at all ASSETS events. We have 160 N95 high filtration masks if you've forgotten your masks some morning or you just forgot to travel with some masks. We also have 50 clear masks available. Most people who are presenting, you can choose to wear a mask or not, but otherwise we want you to wear a mask at all times. For the COVID protocol, if you feel sick during the conference, email, this is an ACM address, conferencestaff@acm.org. Take a rapid antigen test. We also have 50 of those that I've brought from North America, and stay in your hotel room. 40 antigen tests, my apologies. If you test positive within 10 days of ASSETS, report results to conferencestaff@acm.org. We also have a quiet room. If you just need some time away, you could obviously go up to your hotel room if you're staying here, or you can go down to room 102. Our SVs have that, and it's a room reserved to just have mental space and quietness. There's also a bathroom. So with that, together, let's make this the best ASSETS ever.